Provisioning across every app you use. YesID knows you have a messy stack. You haven't purchased Skim, or it isn't fully implemented yet. There's an API for listing, maybe an invite link for adding them, but nothing for deprovisioning your users. Well, we've got you covered. In YesID, you can manage and orchestrate access across all your apps regardless of license type. When you add an application in, you're able to add in a technical owner. These are the people that will be notified anytime there's an onboarding, offboarding, or an access request, making sure the right request goes to the right people at the right time. When you look at your apps, we've got a couple ways that you can integrate with them. Maybe you've got an app that you use every day, and maybe it's even a homebrew app. Perhaps it doesn't have the way to integrate as a first-party integration. We can still help you there by being able to take any exports that the app gives with your users list and import them as a CSV. Check it out here. We go back into YesID, we go into your application, and go ahead and click Import Users and import a CSV to get your state of the world and source of truth into YesID. But maybe your app doesn't have the ability to export CSVs at all. Maybe all you get is a list. Well, as long as you have some required information, such as an email address, we can still help you here. Just make sure you get this all out, take a quick screenshot. You can just import your CSV and get your users in that way. Simple, easy, up and running in under a minute. And maybe your app does support API integrations and you've got the right subscription. Well, in that case, Yes makes it super easy. If you work with API integrations before, we give you all the required information for you to build this out. You simply get your method, your endpoint URL, and your token, get them into YesID, and you're off to the races. Here, we've got this API token from our application. We go into import and mapping, copy and paste our endpoint, click test, and now you've got a response back. Now, we know that every application has their own different way of returning payloads. Just by hitting generate config here, YesID's agent is able to go through, inspect your payload, and generate the required mappings for your users. Now you can see that all of your users' details are being pulled in and automatically mapped. By hitting save, your users are now up to date and they stay synced once every 24 hours. We also know that when you're working with applications, sometimes you need to do In addition to supporting the basic CRUD actions within your applications, we also support custom actions. Say, for example, your application had the ability to do something like promoting a user. Well, we can add that in here as a custom action. Simply add it in as a custom action, provide the endpoint that you're going to need. Let's say this one is called ourapp.com. And in the payload, we can add in our required fields. So for example, we can say that this is going to be user ID, and you can stub in other parameters as well. See here. With this, once we're done getting the payload ready, we can hit save here, and when we go through a workflow, we can make sure that this is done as part of the onboarding. So say for example, in engineering onboarding, we can say add user to application, where we're going to add them to Faker Duty, but we can also do a custom action. Lastly, we also know that in the course of onboarding users to applications, perhaps there might be multiple steps that need to happen in the course of adding a user. So for example, if you're adding a user to an application called Faker Duty, we can make sure we create the user in application, but perhaps this should also send out a custom email. So what we can do is send out a custom email. We can say that this goes out to the user's manager, and we can also say that the reply for this will go to the support contact. And we can add in some fields such as new user being added to Faker Duty. Heads up, we got a new user coming. This is one way that you can build more nuanced workflows for all of your apps within YesID.